Tell us about tenacity in that sense. What was the tenaciousness you had to show as a leader? The hard work you had to put in.
Well, at the end of you put it very well, you use the right word, tenacity. It's a very important aspect of the mindset of an entrepreneur. The whole world around you says, nahi yaar, ye to nahi chalega, chodo. But your mind says, no, this will succeed. I will succeed. To do that, as I pointed out earlier, performance is the only thing. Performance needs practice. Performance needs action. Performance needs taking decisions. And almost in any case, in any issue, it is hard work, discipline, constantly learning and improving from your work and observing people better than you, being open-minded to learn from others. That is what is needed. And that's the only, if you built this wonderful thing 5 years ago, it was not there. It all happened because it originated as an idea in your mind. And it slowly took shape. Of course, you had wonderful colleagues, that there is no doubt. But that idea started in your mind. And that idea started in your mind because you had the audacity to dream something which everybody thought was impossible. So therefore, an entrepreneur like you, you're a great example of a successful entrepreneur. You go after plausibly impossible dreams. And as Abdul Kalam used to say, everything starts with a dream.
Everything starts with a dream.
And then only it becomes reality.
True. But audacity you mentioned and tenacity. Do we have the audacity to beat China? It's a very important thought because I really love it when you say, and I always tell people in Republic, believe in the higher purpose. Believe in the higher purpose. The newsroom you went to, sir, it's not got news first written on, nation first. Contribute to the country. You are also saying work 72 hours, not for yourself, not for your EMI bank balance, but because what you're doing will make a difference to this country. Will make a difference. Now, we need to beat China, sir. We need a bigger dream. Don't we need a bigger dream? We need to beat China. And when they come here, when the Chinese come here at immigration, when they see our processes, because I know, sir, your son-in-law has been British Prime Minister and all that, but I don't mind what I'm going to say next. I love the United Kingdom, sir. I studied at Oxford University.
Of course.
I was a fellow at Cambridge University.
Yeah.
I've lived many years of my life in the UK. But when I went in 1993 or 4, when I went there as a 20-year-old, first time I went abroad, sir. I landed with Leander Pace. We were on the same flight. We're the same age. I smuggled myself up to business class as the air hostess. Tell Leander that there are 3 poor Indian students sitting in economy. Zara humko lift kara do. And we were taken up and Leander took us. We went business class. And when I landed, I was looking around like you see, you've landed on another planet. I was seeing cans of Coke everywhere. I thought it was all free. And then I saw phone booths. It was a different world.
Yeah.
Today, sir, when I land from Heathrow, and I land in Bengaluru, or I land in Mumbai, I feel I've come from a developing to a developed world today. I truly believe that we've made a big difference as a country. You said on China's role model, sir, you said if we can provide a hassle-free environment for entrepreneurs and businessmen, if we make policies that make their growth faster and easier, we can not only match China, but surpass it. But you've also cautioned that the ambition to become a global manufacturing hub is still audacious given China's lead. But surely we can do more to catch up, sir. Surely we can do more to catch up. So is it too aspirational to think about outgrowing China in manufacturing or anywhere else? And what do we need to do, given we are a democracy?
Well, I think it's a good question. Given that we have moved so far at a reasonable pace, 6.57% economic growth, I do believe that it is possible to catch up with China. But China is about approximately 6 times our GDP. And that's a tall order, no doubt about it. But, I once asked a mountain climber who had climbed Himalayas, how do when you stand at the foot of Himalayas, what is your thought? How do you become confident? He said, look, I have been brought up to do what I think is impossible for me. And the way that I have been taught is to use the power of my mind, the power of my body, and discipline. And finally, high aspiration. Therefore, if we have high aspiration, if we have great ideas, if we back it up with extraordinary action, in every aspect, every citizen, every bureaucrat, every politician, every corporate leader, every civil society leader, I do think we can do that. But the job is not easy. We must realize the job is not easy. It requires each one of us to set high benchmarks for our own actions. And it is the sigma of those that will make India reach China.